I ever were to lose you, I'd surely lose myself.
It's finally here after 7 long years, so surely this game is the one to transcend gaming and elevate art to a whole new level, right? Right?
Smash Brandy's cooch. Are these? It's porn.
Welcome to WatchMojo, and today we're looking at the top 10 best moments from The Last of Us Part 2.
Can't say I'd have done different.
It should go without saying, but this list has some major spoilers in it. Like really big ones starting with entry number 10. So if you don't want anything ruined for you, I'll give you to the count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Number 10. Abby kills Joel.
Y'all act like you heard of us or something.
Because they have.
Alright, yes. We are aware of how much controversy this scene has caused, which is why we're getting it out of the way first. It's a heartbreaking way to get the game rolling, especially given how much players have become attached to Joel in the first game. So yeah, we feel Ellie's pain as she's forced to watch her adoptive father figure get bludgeoned to death.
Please stop! Please don't do this.
What isn't revealed right away is why the wolves killed Joel. As we later find out, many of the wolves are former Firefly members seeking justice for Joel's rampage in the hospital. This includes Abby, who's the daughter of the slain surgeon. In their eyes, it was justice served. In Ellie's eyes, it was a senseless murder.
So they just get to get away with this?
Nobody wants that.
Yeah, but that's what's happening.
Number 9. Ellie performs for Dina.
Valiant Music Shop.
This is a moment some players may not come across because it's very easy to miss. During Ellie's first day in Seattle, when the game goes open world for a short while, you can find a music shop just north of where you get the gas canister. And on the upper floor, you can find a fresh acoustic guitar preserved inside its case.
What was that? Nothing.
Well, nothing sure sounds nice.
Should you choose to play, you get a chance to hear Ashley Johnson's singing chops as she performs a cover of a-ha's Take On Me in front of Dina. It makes for a beautiful bonding moment for the two, and it's easy to forget the world outside while listening to this.
In a day or two.
That starting to sound like something.
Ugh, I suck.
Number 8. Joel and Ellie's day at the museum.
All right, come on.
Does it?
Yeah?
Oh, shit.
Joel may have gotten killed off early, but still has a very strong presence in the game through a series of flashbacks. The first we get shows Joel giving Ellie a very nice surprise, a field trip to the Wyoming Museum of Science and History.
Oh, hello. Sorry, the dinosaurs are busy right now.
What are you doing?
In a nice throwback to the Left Behind DLC, Ellie gets to let out her inner child, scaling a T-Rex, throwing hats onto dinosaurs, and also getting to live out her fantasy of being an astronaut in a launch capsule as Joel gives her an audio recording of the Apollo 11 launch. Of course, this is still The Last of Us, and we're reminded about the hostility of this world in the end. Number 7. Ellie kills Owen and Mel.
Where's Abby?
You're that girl from Jackson.
Tell me where she went. How do we know you won't kill us?
Give her what she wants and we're dead.
You guys can survive this. I just need her.
Ellie goes to hell and back to find Abby and her companions, having finally reached the aquarium after hearing of a tip-off that she might be there. Ellie instead finds 2 of Abby's closest friends, Owen and Mel. Ellie attempts to interrogate the 2 for information, but she gets jumped on by Owen, forcing her to kill them both without getting any info. However, Ellie quickly regrets her actions when she realizes that Mel was pregnant, mirroring her feelings for Dina, whom she learned earlier is pregnant as well. It's here that Ellie regretfully decides to abandon her quest and go home, when she realizes the collateral damage she's causing.
They got what they deserved.
But she gets to live.
Yeah. Is that okay?
It has to be.
Though it's a move that doesn't last too long because Abby finds her.
Just let him go. You killed my friends.
Number 6. Abby spares Dina and Ellie. Continuity-wise, this moment ends up following the events of the last entry, even though they're spaced more than 12 hours apart game time-wise. In the theater, Abby faces off against Ellie in one of the deadliest games of cat and mouse. Yeah, it's questionable that the game forces you to play as Abby here, but it's not without significance. Abby gets the upper hand and almost kills Ellie, but Dina intervenes, and then Lev intervenes. And here we have a crucial moment for everyone in the scene. Abby is ready to kill Dina knowing that she's pregnant, but stops when she realizes the example she's setting for 13-year-old Lev, in spite of the fact that Ellie killed her friends.
Don't ever let me see you again.
Number 5. The farmhouse.
It's pretty, right? Hey, you know what? I'm gonna teach you how to play guitar. When your hands are bigger.
When all is said and done, the game jumps ahead a year to see that Ellie and Dina have finally been able to settle down. Dina has given birth to a baby boy, and the three of them are one big happy family together, though Ellie still has PTSD about witnessing Joel's death. Some fans claim this is where the game should have ended, but this is The Last of Us. That would be way too unrealistic for this world. After Tommy gives Ellie a new lead on Abby, Ellie eventually decides to leave despite Dina begging her not to go, and thus, this would be the start of Ellie's biggest mistake.
I'm just supposed to sit here and wait for you? For God knows how long, just thinking you're dead the entire time?
I don't plan on dying.
Yeah, well, neither did Jesse. Or Joel.
Number 4. Ellie Learns the Truth.
Across the entire country to bring me to the Fireflies. I had so many questions for them. Why did you pull me out of there while I was still unconscious?
Everyone knew this revelation was coming ever since the first game ended. To famously quote the HBO miniseries Chernobyl,
"Every lie we tell incurs a debt to the truth. Sooner or later, that debt is paid."
all the more reason we can't wait for the HBO take on The Last of Us. When Ellie gets suspicious of Joel's story, she heads back to St. Mary's Hospital and finds one of Marlene's audio tapes.
If you lie to me one more time, I'm gone. You will never see me again.
The lie is busted, and it's time to pay the debt. And it's here that Ashley Johnson delivers an Oscar-worthy performance.
Don't you touch me!
Now that the truth is out, Ellie severs all ties with Joel after learning that she was robbed of the chance to save the world.
I'm not trying to.
I was supposed to die in that hospital. My life would have mattered. But you took that from me.
Number 3. The Rat King.
There's a reason we haven't touched this area yet. It was ground zero for the whole city, where they brought the first infected before anyone knew better.
During Abby's playthrough, she has to find surgical tools so that Mel can save Yara's life. But the only tools available are in the area of the Seattle hospital that has been sealed off since the outbreak first started. It's a perfect breeding ground for bloaters, but what ended up being down there was far worse. What follows is a pulse-pounding chase sequence, but eventually, Abby is forced to fight what could only be described as an unholy blend of combining Inside's human blob with Resident Evil's G-Virus. Even after you finish the fight, you still have to deal with heavily armored stalkers in a pitch-black room, which can be harder than the fight with the king itself. Where's a rocket launcher when you need one? Ada? Number 2. The Battle of Haven.
Oh my god. Is that Haven?
Yeah. What's left of it?
Part 2 raised the stakes to unimaginable heights, as in the midst of this revenge tale was a brewing conflict between two factions, the Wolves, which Abby is a part of, and the religious cult the Seraphites, whom Yara and Lev are a part of. But they're marked traitors by their respective clans. They must desperately escape the Seraphites' island, which has been invaded by the Wolves. This means escaping on horseback through a burning city to reach the docks, while the two factions are shooting at each other and you. Yara does not survive the battle, and Abby and Lev are now left with nothing but each other. Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions. Jesse and Ellie's car escape. There's a clicker on the bonnet. There's a clicker on the bonnet. Dina learns Ellie is immune. Turns out to be a double whammy reveal.
Ellie. I think I'm pregnant.
The wolves' hideout. Not exactly the bloodthirsty scavengers we thought they were.
Getting you guys excited about the baby?
Seeing all the kids running around, yeah, I'm getting ready.
The sky bridge. Abby's personal hell.
Oh, focus on me! I can't do this, Celeb. I can't do this!
Abby betrays the wolves, only surviving through a heroic sacrifice from Yara.
You have 3 seconds to get away from that scar. 1.
You really gonna shoot me?
2.
I'm not moving. No! What the
Want more video game content? Check out our gaming channel Mojo Plays and discover games and ideas you never knew existed. With more lists, breakdowns, and our latest series, Arcade Roulette.
Justin and John are in!
Oh.
Hey, is that Porky Pig? There's a lot of things being ripped off in this game.
Number 1. Ellie loses everything. Like we said earlier, if you were expecting a happy ending in The Last of Us, you weren't paying attention. After returning from her fight with Abby, Dina has left Ellie. She can no longer play the guitar, having lost 2 fingers in the fight against Abby. And worst yet, we found out why she ignored Dina's plea and sought to avenge Joel. She wanted to forgive and rekindle her relationship with him, but will now never get that chance. Thus, she wanted her own personal closure, no matter who stood in her way.
I don't think I can ever forgive you for that. But I would like to try.
So, why did Ellie spare Abby at the last minute? If you've been paying attention, the answer lies with Lev.
He's not a part of this. You made him a part of this.
Remember back to the theater. Abby spared Dina and Ellie because Lev intervened. If Ellie had killed Abby, Lev would have eventually sought revenge himself, possibly putting all of Jackson at risk. But if Ellie killed Lev then and there, the psychological trauma would have weighed on her far worse than anything she did to Nora, Owen, and Mel, since Lev was not part of the group that killed Joel. Abby was in Joel's shoes, Ellie was in Abby's, and Lev was in Ellie's. There was never going to be any satisfaction from her killing Abby, and unfortunately for Ellie, that revelation came too late. In the mood for more awesome gaming content? Be sure to check out this video here on Mojo Plays. And don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.